Alright, welcome back to the show, everybody. Today's tutorial is on multiplying fractions, and this goes along with Unit 3 in our textbook. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a couple different examples today, and we are going to start off with 2/7 times 3. We have a fraction times a whole number. 2/7 is our fraction, our whole number of 3. And before we multiply, we have to look at this in a different way. 2/7 times 3, in addition, is the same as 2/7 plus 2/7 plus 2/7. And when you add fractions, you keep the same denominator. In this case, it would be 7, and you add your numerator. So we would have 2 plus 2 plus 2, which would give you 6. Now, when you multiply fractions by a whole number, you take your numerator and you multiply that by your whole number. So 2 times 3 is going to give you 6, same denominator of 7. And so when you multiply a fraction by a whole number, it's the same as adding that fraction by the number of whole numbers that you have. So in this case, 2/7 times 3 is going to give you 6/7, and we know that this is in simplest form. Next up, we're going to take a look at 4/5 times 6. Now we can add this fraction by itself 6 times if we wanted to, or we could multiply the numerator times a whole number. 6 times 4 is going to give you 24, same denominator of 5, and we would have 24/5. Now this is an improper fraction, and in 5th grade we take our improper fractions and we convert them to mixed numbers. So we have 24 divided by 5. 5 goes into 24 4 times because 5 times 4 is 20. Take them away, and you have a remainder of 4. So when you put that all together, here is your whole number, numerator, denominator, same denominator. So we're going to have an answer of 4 and 4/5. 4/5 times 6 is the same as 24/5, which is the same as 4 and 4/5. These are all equivalent, and we know our fraction is in simplest form at the end. Alright, our next example, we're going to take 3/10 and we're going to multiply that by 2/3. Now when you multiply fractions, all you have to do is multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. And this is different than adding and subtracting fractions because you actually change the denominators. So in this instance, we're going to have 3 times 2 is 6, and 10 times 3 is 30. And we have an answer of 6/30. And that answer is cool and all, but I know we can put this in simplest form. So we're going to find the GCF, the greatest common factor of both 6 and 30. To get 6, you have 1 times 6, and you have 2 times 3. So here are our factors for 6. To get 30, you have 1 times 30. You have 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and then we have 5 times 6. Ran out of room there. So our factors are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. And the largest one, the GCF that they have in common, you got it, is 6. So we're going to do the same to the bottom as the top. We're going to divide both of these numbers by 6. Six divided by itself is 1, and 30 divided by 6 is 5. So our final answer is going to be 1/5. So 3/10 times 2/3 is 6/30. But in simplest form, nice and polished, our final answer is going to be 1/5. And multiplying fractions is really, really easy. You just have to take your time and think your way through it. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in to today's program.